Hello everyone and welcome to another Histric video. So today we're really taking a look at Mono Blue Eldrazi deck in Histric format. So this list comes from Greenwire. I did change the deck ever so slightly, but the original list came from Greenwire insisting that I should take a look at this. And yeah, I mean, the deck looks insanely spicy. So let's take a look at what this deck is all about. So right off the bat, you might have actually noticed a card that you've never seen before, and that is Tamiyo meets the Story Circle. This is part of our combo piece in the deck, and it's also very good versus creature decks as well. Chapter 1, whenever a creature attacks you or the planeswalker you control, they all get -2, -0. So the turn you play this, you're going to be protected until your next turn comes in, which means you get to chapter 2, you can discard any number of cards, then investigate twice for each card discarded this way. And now the spice begins here. If you have a card called Archway of Innovation, this is a card that says the next spell you cast this turn has Improvise. So if you discarded 4 cards with the Tamiyo meets the Story Circle, you can immediately play an 8 mana card from your hand, which is going to be Ugin the Spirit Dragon. So you can expect an Ugin the Spirit Dragon coming out as early as turn 3 in this deck, which is kind of insane. And of course, the other means of ramping in this deck are going to be through Ugin's Labyrinth. If you have the Ugin's Labyrinth down on turn 1, you can immediately ramp with Mind Stone or Solar Transformer, or you can go immediately into Chalice of the Void for X=1, especially against those pesky sacrifice decks. And now, we actually get to the fun part. There's this new card from Bloomborough that came out called the Portent of Calamity, which is a card that kind of went under the radar. This card is absolutely disgusting in this deck, just because we do ramp a lot, and you can also use the mana using the Improvise from Archway of Innovation to cast this as well. But basically what this card is, pay X, and you can reveal X amount of cards from the top of your deck, and if you can get more than 4 card types, you can cast one of them for free onto the battlefield. So just imagine seeing something like Ugin the Spirit Dragon, or Emrakul, or Null Drifter, or Devourer of Destiny, and then you can just cast it for free onto the battlefield, which is insane. What's really nice about this card in the deck is we're playing a lot of different card types in the deck. Creatures, instant speed, sorcery, artifact, enchantment, planeswalker, and land. That is 7 different card types. But what's funny is, if you look at Kozak's command, there's a sneaky text that says Kindred Instant Speed, which means that this is actually 2 different card types in a single card. So technically the deck actually has 8 different card types, which is abusing this card Portent of Calamity very well in the deck. So having said that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Histric Best of 3 to show you guys what that does. So let's hop on over. All right. Interesting hand. I like everything about it except for the fact that we don't have a 7 mana card. If I actually had an Archway, I would have actually kept the kept this hand, but I think it's a mulligan. Yep. Let's do that. Honestly, maybe I'll keep the Transformer. Yeah, pretty bad start. Pretty bad start. If this is mono green, it's actually this is probably a really bad matchup, because they play things like Karn. Yeah, I'm not really sure how this deck beats mono green.
I love to make a splash.
Oh, free Null Drifter. 3 Null Drifter. We might just be dead here, honestly. Oh, they're playing the greedy version with the ley line. If we have one more turn without the Karn on the battlefield, we have a chance. But if we don't, we lose the game. Actually, does the Archway bypass the Karn? Because Archway says that your artifact can help cast spells, and you can tap those artifacts. But I'm not sure if the... Karn says that activated abilities of an artifact you control can't be activated. But Improvise isn't that, right? So maybe we have a chance. We basically have to draw into it though. Like that is if we aren't already dead. Like we could just be dead here. Okay, we're dead. Torpor Orb. I guess into the Flood Maw. Chalice seems pretty bad in this matchup. And Ulamog could be good. It's probably about it. Wow, again, we don't... Like, what is this? We played so many 7-drops. We played 13 copies of 7-drops, and this second time we see Ugin's Labyrinth without it. Maybe we want this. Okay. Ooh. No land. Yikes. Okay, we found a land. Without the Archway, like, is this even good at the moment?
Why do I love Krakens? Oh, just can't help myself.
What is my win con? Is it Emrakul or Ugin? 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't cast it.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Okay, I mean, if we get Archway, we win the game here. Actually, do we? I don't think so. I was 1 mana away from casting it. Shuffle up to 3 targets. Into the Flood and Kozilek and Emrakul. So I can Null Drifter to bounce everything? Oh, we can do a Porn of Calamity for 5 here. Could be a win as well.
Not to brag, but my friend's kind of a big deal. Let's get moving.
Oh. So this is tapping 2 to gain 2. So it's actually just better to do this. So it's the same outcome. 1, 2. So I can go 6. Okay, that's actually really nice.
Tides always rise again.
Nice. We go to game 2. How is Stern Scolding versus them? Fnatic Abrona. They also have a 3 mana 4/2, right? Maybe, you know, maybe Stern Scolding is actually decent. Thinking about it. Maybe Stern Scolding is good. Into the Flood Maw was actually decent. Tameo Archway we haven't really seen yet. Maybe I'll go down on like, let's do 2 Stern Scolding. Got a Torpor Orb. I think with this deck, you just mulligan until you see Ugin's Labyrinth like this. Maybe because you have Ugin's Binding? You want to get rid of a Ugin? Torpor Orb. I wonder if I need to play Kozilek's Command for 0. Yeah, I wonder.
I am Khan. If we must fight, I do not intend to lose. This is for our protection.
Hey, Warmight. We drew another land. I think we just need to stall. And then we get a... Okay, here's the thing. We draw a 7 mana card, Ugin's Labyrinth, and then we Horn of Calamity for 5. I think that's gonna be our win con. Come on, let's go. Boom. Draw land. Draw a 7 mana card. Ooh.
We cannot let Phyrexia win.
Come on. I think we have to do it. No. That's so bad. I'm so sad. Now they're gonna be able to set up a bunch of cards. Man. That was it. Right, that was it. That was actually it.
I welcome all assistance.
I mean, maybe it's not over. Also, what happens if I Null Drifter? This is on cast, right? Whenever you cast a spell, this goes on stack. So I should just cast it for full mana. Well, I don't know. Maybe we're actually not in a bad spot. I mean, they only have 4 mana with a bunch of cards in their hand. Like, that's not the end of the world, and we have an Ugin coming too. Like, you know, maybe. I mean, realistically, they're just drawing a bunch of cards. Not technically winning them the game. Well, yet. I could do Ugin -3 and attack. Or I could just cast that again, but I think we just Ugin, to be honest with you. Okay, they're just gone. Okay, well. Oh my god, finally we have an Archway of Innovation plus Tameo. And I don't have the mulligan? What is this sorcery? Interesting. Well. I think if I get the Ugin out, I just kind of win the game anyways. So let's just go for Chalice of the Void. Yeah, let's just go Chalice for 1. And then we'll probably Tameo next turn. Amped Raptor. They're getting very good quality cards. Raptor. That's pretty good. Wait, why didn't they attack? Oh, yeah, yeah. The Tamio. So, what's going on? If I discard Tamio and this, I make 6? 6, 7, 8. That does let me cast Ugin. Decline.
Peace is fragile and fleeting. Perish until you find all creation can be undone.
Okay, I mean, this is game over, right?
My flames burn
That was kind of sick.
beyond perception.
That was indeed kind of sick. Okay. Okay, Archway was kind of sick there. So we want another Ugin's Binding. 2 cups of Stone of Eric. Probably 3 cups of Stern Scolding as well. I'm not sure about the Into the Maw. This one. Unironically, Emrakul isn't that great, right? Because they just sacrifice everything to the Goblin Bombardment. So I don't know how I feel about it. But at the same time, I don't really want to go down on 7 mana cards. So I think it has to be Transformer. Now I'll cut some like Portent of Calamity, could be a clunky card. Actually, I do kind of have to cut. I do have to cut something. It seems like maybe a copy of a Tamio, but it's an enchantment. We'll cut a Tamio and Ugin's Binding. It seems like the sideboard needs a little bit of a work. Like, you don't want too many of these, like Stern Scoldings and Ugin's Binding, because you don't have enough cards that you want to sideboard out in this matchup. Okay. Guide of Soul. I think you're supposed to play this one first, just because we don't have an island at the moment. I think I'm supposed to take out the Guide of Souls here with the Kozilek. Or I could... Maybe I made a mistake here. Because this one needs another blue source. Oh, very awkward, actually. Yeah, very awkward. Very awkward. Corrupted Conviction. So I go Tamio, play the Archway for the additional blue source, and then probably discard all of these. And hopefully we play something really, really big next turn. Okay, so this Godless Shrine's probably another, like, Corrupted Conviction or something like that. This card's actually... Like, this card's not very good against mono green, but against these kind of decks with 1 power, 2 power, pretty good. Okay, we might see the deja vu from last game here. Might see an Ugin coming down. Yeah, Tamio is actually not that bad. Look at this. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, that is pretty cool. Wait a minute, what? That's literally cheating. Okay, that's kind of annoying.
Proceed in my stead, Planeswalker.
We only have 10 mana for this Ugin. Emrakul. That's 11 mana. Double Goblin Bombardment. What should I do? I'm a bit too far away now. I think I am just going to draw here. I think that's probably for the better. 12 mana is just too much, you know? 12 mana is just too much. Oh god. Help my soul. What? Uh-oh. We might be losing. This isn't good.
Traitors will be punished.
We're taking potentially 7 damage if they sacrifice everything. I need to draw. Emergency. That's not good enough. Okay, we need to draw something not bad. Devour. Sure. There is an Ugin's Binding there. Can I stack this somehow? Auto order triggered abilities off. So, can you stack? Which one goes first? I want the Devourer of Destiny to go first, right? So we get rid of Static Prison. This is a pretty close game.
Consider this a warning. Teamwork triumphs. I will not rest.
Alternatively,
Find my
I didn't actually have to balance. I could have just minus with the Ugin too. That was an option.
Let fury ignite your heart. Restrain yourself. This plot goes deeper than I
Do they have any haze creatures?
used to roam free.
Oh, I think they do actually. But I have an Ugin's binding, so. Okay. That was a doozy. Lay first. We have a Tameo, but we don't have an Archway. I'm not sure how good this hand is, honestly. Without the Archway, the Tameo isn't very good. I think this actually might be a mulligan. Okay, this is actually the second time we're seeing this today. We saw a 0 land hand twice today in just 3 games. How can I be so unlucky? Ah. Unbelievable. Overgrown farmland. Okay, let's be real. Do we even need to cast 2-mana spells anymore? We don't. What is this? What are they playing? Oh my god, I'm so triggered. After I put this back, I draw Portent of Calamity. Are you kidding me? It's fine. I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. Excuse me? Interesting. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugin. Land. Kozak's Command and Null Drifter. Insane.
An opportunity to
Do
is a chance.
we even care about this thing, honestly? Oh, it could be 9 lives. They must be playing 9 lives enchantment deck. Oh, that's what they're playing. Wait a minute, Ugin's Binding is actually insane versus 9 lives. Wait. No, this doesn't say permanence, so creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. So if they... I think those Enchantress cards says when an enchantment comes down, or when you cast an enchantment. I think Ulamog should be better than Emrakul in this matchup. And I'll go down on a copy of a Solar Transformer. By the way, Portent of Calamity has been absolutely just game winning. Like game winning. It's not even close. The card's insane. Oh my god. again with these kind of hands. What is going on? What is going on? Very fast start though. Double Mind Stone. And I think we might try to do it again. So we got 6 mana. Oh my god. No! Each planeswalkers with one or more loyalty counters on it lose all abilities? Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. Please. Just please. Give me a blue source. Oh my god. I just need blue source. Ossification. And to rest in peace. So we need a Ugin's Binding somehow. But at the same time, we need to draw a blue source. Oh my god. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorcery, Planeswalker, Land, Kozilek's Command, and I think we go for Delar of Destiny, right? So we can get rid of Which one do we get rid of? Hallowed Haunting or Spark Rupture? I think we go for Hallowed Haunting. The reason being is we just need to draw Ugin's Binding. That's all we care about. Yeah, that's really all we care about. Or we could actually go for... Oh, we could go for Kozilek's Command, actually. And then we get an Ulamog back and cast it next turn. So, get the Ulamog back. Play the Ulamog. Let's get rid of both the Spark Rupture and the Pitting Needle. Attack. Yeah, this seems like a really bad matchup for the opponent. Might actually keep this. Devourer of Destiny, like, if I can find a Ugin's Labyrinth with this hand is insane. Literally insane. Nice. Oh, but... Oh, man. Which is better? I mean, it has to be Tamio, right? Like, that's just so much better, right? Because you discard 4 cards and then you get Ugin out. Also, I don't know what my opponent's playing. Oh wait, I don't have an Archway. I'm so stupid. I thought this was an Archway. No. The throw of the century. Oh my god. What a gigantic throw. Yeah, I may have thrown the game there. You know, just a tiny bit. Against the control deck too. Is this considered a 1-mana spell? Even if you spree? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That landed? Or wow, the card quality here is pretty bad. Wow. It's kind of insane. Insane. I don't know what they have. My porn didn't get countered last turn. They actually might have things like... Oh my god, what are these cards? They might actually have bunch of removal spells or perhaps board wipes. Where's my Eldrazis? What? Anybody seen my Eldrazis? Oh my god, I gave them spell snare value. Let's say I bounce the Ugin. Can I play it without having to sacrifice a bunch of my cards here? Four, 5, 6. Not bad. Only have to sacrifice like 2. Yeah, so I was right. They probably have board wipes, removal spells, things like that.
I will destroy if I must.
Waterlog. I mean, this does seem like a pretty bad matchup for opponent because we're a ramp deck. And we have 4 copies of Cavern of Souls. Archmage Charm. Wait, what? You can't play Sheoldred's Edict. That's a banned card. Let's actually improvise. Four, 5, 6, 7. There it is. Null Drifters. So we want to draw Null Drifter first. We don't want lands. We don't want Chalice. We don't want Ugin's Binding. Don't want these either. Probably like this. Would have been nice if it was like an Emrakul or something. Look at the way it's about to tap. Blasphemy. Oh god, the way it's tapping. What? It sacrificed itself! I'm mad. What? I just wanted to tap. I just wanted to tap to improvise. Oh my god. Man. They're probably gonna just take the Jace here, right? But they might actually choose the other one just because it's hidden. They actually have to take the Emrakul here. Yeah, they cannot take Emrakul. And it gets countered. Kind of funny how that works, but... There you go. And we'll just go Ugin here. It's crazy that like it doesn't let me choose how I tap. It tapped all my Cavern of Souls. I'm mad. Okay, it doesn't look like I was able to cast anything anyways. But yeah. What? It was a Tainted Pack deck? Oh no. Oh no. That's why they tried so hard to counter my Chalice the Void. No, not like this. Wait, Thassa's Oracle is banned in Historic. Yes, please take the Snapcaster. Wait, they exiled the Jace. They don't have a win con. They can't combo. So now they have to settle for Snapcaster Mage to get rid of my Ugin for the Sheoldred's Edict. Psychic Frog. I mean, I can just do this. Oh my god, this auto tapper is killing me here. Like, I have to do everything manually or I can't cast anything. Because if I improvise, I'm sure I could have played the Null Drifter. It's actually killing my sanity. Okay, so they have to tap out to do this. What just happened? Oh, they had to sacrifice. Okay, final turn. Nice. Okay, so Chalice is actually pretty important against that deck. Torpor Orb doesn't really do anything because, I mean, it kind of does, Snapcaster Mage, but they only have one copy of. They don't have Thassa's Oracle. Surgical doesn't do anything. Emrakul out. Ulamog's in. Binding out. Tormod's Crypt in. I think that's about it. Love to keep the Chalice. This actually might be pretty good. If we find an Archway, this is good. If we find a land, that's good. If we find Ugin's Labyrinth, that's good. Opponent keeps it on top. Got the Spell Pierce out of the way. Very nice. Hiding that one just because that one's information is known. And we go for 2 because they're a Tainted Pack deck. Nice. This is really good. So now they can't play Snapcaster, they can't play some of their counter spells either. Their combo pieces shut down. This is really, really good. They might actually have a Drown in the Lock in hand. See if I can cast this. Sticks, but we actually missed miserably. Feels bad, man. Wait, how did this information... How is this shown? Interesting. Also, we're about to hardcast this Null Drifter. Nope. That's not gonna work. Oh, Stifle. Oh, they're just giving up. I see. All right, opponent. GG's. Oh no, maybe they had a treasure cruise and... Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I thought they gave up, but they're still sticking around. Confused. Two, four, five, six, seven, 8. So we can't quite cast the Ulamog, but we can cast our Devourer of Destiny.
Must think faster.
Let's actually see if it works. Okay, that works, but the other one doesn't work. X equals 1 probably doesn't work. Okay, sure. There's that Tameo.
Oh, I stayed up too late reading. Again.
Boom, boom. I mean, this has to be... I mean, because of the Chalice of the Void on X equals 2, like, they can't combo, so we don't really have to worry about anything. It's surprisingly good, right? Surprisingly good. Alright, so... Played 7 games, went 5 and 2. Surprising. And I think I actually lost 2 of those games because I wasn't really aware of what's going on with the deck. And one thing that I've actually learned was that even if opponent's Karn is on the battlefield on the other side, improvising with Archway of Innovation does actually go through Karn's passive ability. So there is that. And it does seem like the mono green matchup can be a little bit difficult if they ramp into Karn, and especially you don't have any Ugin's Bindings in hand. So after playing that matchup, I was able to stall enough to get to Ugin and just kind of win the game. So that is actually why we have another Ugin's Binding in the sideboard. I didn't initially have another Ugin's Binding, but after playing against mono green a lot, just because there's a lot of mono greens, like in 7 games, 3 of them were mono greens. So there's a lot of mono greens, so you want Ugin's Binding. You're gonna want some Torpor Orb as well, because this is going to buy you a turn where they have to play the Karn and they have to grab Haywire Mites instead of something different, just because it does stop their entire combo. And additionally, the Torpor Orb does combo well with the Null Drifter. So if you have Torpor Orb on the battlefield, you get to still draw 2 cards, and you also get to keep that creature because you don't have that sacrifice trigger from the Evoke. So Torpor Orb is really good in historic metagame. It does seem like the creature decks are pretty good matchup, just because you have 3 copies of Ugin's Binding and 3 copies of Ugin. Unfortunately, the only time we actually cast our Emrakul was through opponent Thought Seizing, which was kind of funny. The 12 mana cost is very, very hard to cast, so even with the Archway, it's gonna be a bit hard to cast this card. I'm honestly not very sure about the Emrakul. It might be correct to play the other Emrakul instead of this one, just because casting this one seems a little bit more realistic. And lastly, Portent of Calamity. So Greenwire's list only plays 1 copy of this. You definitely need 4 copies of this. And especially in a deck with the ability to ramp so much with Kozilek's Command, Ugin's Labyrinth, Mind Stone, Solar Transformer. You also have the Archway of Innovation plus the Tameo. It gets even better, right? Because of Kozilek's Command being a Kindred instant. Like, even if you do X equals 5, there's a good chance you might actually hit it. So definitely recommend this a lot Just because if you just hit a single copy of a Kha'Zix command, like, you can definitely hit 4 card types very easily. So yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.